Exactly, you know, that's what people are thinking. I mean, I feel it even in League of Legends, where my ping is coming up from 30 to 50. This 20 ping differential, you kind of feel it, you know? And it's at the end of the day, it's like a millisecond that can determine the outcome of the game. You are here with your horses, but you don't want to trample. You need to press S when you are here. When you are here, it's going to be too late. You're going to still ride into them, right? And those things, you can't change them. You can't fix them, I think. I mean, not without a company making servers, you know. 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave and 1, 2, 3 farms. So basically we have now the same matchup like in the previous game. Ave being the manufacturing player, Ectelion being the Goblin player. He was able to win this matchup with the Goblins in the previous game, but he was the host player of the game. And now it's Ave's host, okay? So it's gonna be way harder. That's why we have an economical opening now for Ave. 1, 2, 3, 4 farms up on the field. It's a beautiful looking map. Again, pretty much like a reskin of the map for Horizon, the same size, but a new, you know, more new trees around it. The river is a bit different. And the texturing is a bit different. So it's gonna be 4 farms into the stable opening for Ave. And we have a human wood placement to see what's going on. All we want is to play man goblins, true. So 2, 3 tunnels, Goblin Cave into the Goblin Cave number 2. But again, the stable is going to kind of counter this move. In BFME 1, so I got 30 MS for him. Of course, you know, that's the thing, right? The guy's from India, I'm living in Germany. When we play against each other and he's hosting, or I'm hosting, of course it's going to be not very good. The thing is, I think it's something you get used to after a certain amount of time. You basically get used to the playstyle. So you know when you want to heal a bit earlier. When you want to do this, you want to do this a bit earlier. So basically you got used to this. It's like a brain reflex kind of thing, right? When you do when you play the same leg every day, you kind of get used to this. But it's a big problem when you want to grow in player size, when you want to get more people to play the game. So we can have bigger events, bigger tournaments. Because they eventually play other games before, and then they play the game online for the first time, and they have to discover the hell. That nothing is listening, that you need to heal 5 seconds before you actually need to heal. And these are things which are hard to get used to when you are not used to them in the first place. It's hard for a game which was made in 2004, 2005, 2006 to grow in popularity without having proper matchmaking and lag-free gaming experience. Proper matchmaking is not only like when you make proper matchmaking for 5 people, that's not beneficial either, you know what I mean? So basically, in order to make it more cool, you need to have more players. But in order to get more players, you need to have this. It's like a very awkward situation in which you don't know what is the best way. I think the best current way is to grow in popularity, to make, I don't know, maybe YouTube videos about it, stream on Twitch frequently, show people out there in the world that the game isn't dead yet, kind of try to hope that they will come back to the game. But at the end of the day, it's an old game. What makes this game so special in my opinion, the builder will get saved, actually beautiful trample, is even if you take a break from the game for a few years, it will drag you back at some point, you know. BFME games are games you will miss to play. So if you don't play this game for 5 years, you want to play it again. Everywhere. Soldier, horses, more soldiers, stable level 1, no archer range yet. But he's doing good, you know, he's doing good with the horses. I want to see the damage from the horses against the tunnel. But they are taking heavy damage from the fortress. Now they will actually go for a trample against those goblins. And he's trying to beat them into the fortress range and waiting for the marauders to arrive. Human wood is on cooldown, but it's going to be available in the next, I would say, 30 seconds. Cave pads have been used. The creep has been secured by goblins, that's good. Getting extra cash is always decent. And the knights are trying to get some damage done, but they can't because they are being chased. However, this is gonna go down. He's trying to protect it, but it's a little bit too late. Again, in the meantime, it looks like it's kind of impossible for the Goblin player to deal economical damage in return to Avi. I'm doing fine, my friend. What's up, Wild Bean? Thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. I'm doing decent, you know, it's cool because I don't have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is a free day in Germany, so it's always decent to have like a longer weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's great because then next week I also only need to work 4 days. It's even better, you know. And the weather is getting better too. So very soon I will be able to wear t-shirts. I hate to wear jackets, you know. I don't like this at all. I'm more of a summer type of a person. I like to go to the swimming. I know some people like this winter sport kind of things, you know, but I can't do any of this. I was growing in Turkey. In Turkey, I have not seen any snow at all where I'm living. And all of a sudden, I moved to Germany when I was 12, and I only see snow, white everywhere, cold, really, really cold, you know? And I can't stand it. So I'm looking forward for the summer, so I can go to the beach, I can go to, you know, to the pool. And it's all about time very soon. I don't like this, you know, snows. My kids or my daughter is liking it a lot because it's something new for the kids, you know, to have like, it's nice, you know. In Germany you have like a good winter time. I mean, even though it's not that crazy anymore like it used to be in the past. I remember the times like 10 years ago. In January and February or December even, you had like meter, you know, like 5 feet long snow. So when I had to wake up in the morning and I had to go to work, I couldn't find my car anymore. It was literally in the snow, you understand? So you had to wake up for I didn't have a garage back in the day. So when I had to go to work at, for example, 7 a.m. in the morning, I had to wake up at 5 because it would take me legit an hour of time to clean my car from the snow, to free my car from the snow, I want to say, you know? Nowadays, it's not snow. There is not much snow anymore, like it used to be in the past. This year, we had barely any snow. It was snowing few days, but it was not standing there, you know? But it was still cold. The only good thing snow is good for is to take a nice picture. Sure it's snow? Yeah, I'm sure. What do you want to see? Matchmaking is done, but yes, 5 to 10 years, 5 to 10 playing. Exactly. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Because what's the matter of matchmaking? Because you play with each other only anyway, so you can just not do it and play anyway. So matchmaking is only good for people who, then you have like hundreds of people playing, you know? I don't have a car, man. I have a business car. I'm, you know, I think I didn't have a car now, my own car, for like the last 8 years of my life. I always have had a business car. Yeah, a friend from work was actually in Mexico, and not in Mexico City though. He was a bit farther away, and he says to me there is never snow, never. And even in winter time, in January, for example, you have like 20 to 25 degrees. That would be a place where I would like to live, dude. I'm telling you. That would be the place where I would like to live. I'm area sales manager for a company. I'm responsible for the sales in an area in Germany. Selling building construction materials, working with architects, with you know, basically construction materials. Austria, yeah, basically Austria and Germany are pretty close, right? It's pretty much the same. I'm actually living very close to the Austria too. Where I'm living is very close to Switzerland and to Austria. So basically, I'm in 30 minutes. I'm in Austria, In 1 hour, I'm in Zurich. Zurich. I was going to the vacation a few weeks ago to Antalya, to Turkey for the first time. It was horrible actually. It was very cold there. Zero sun. Only. It was not very cold, but it was not shining either, so you couldn't really swim outside. But we were taking a flight from Zurich, you know, in Switzerland. Tunnel is going down in a second. That's a big army of men. I don't see a way he can defend this. I don't think that's gonna be possible. Four meters of snow. Holy. That must be fun. That must be fun. But again, some people enjoy this a lot, right? When you like those sports you can do with the snow, like ski driving or whatever this is called, right? Then it must be paradise for you. But I just can't do any of this. So the only thing I can do during winter time is go outside in a coffee and drink coffees. That's it, you know. And I just don't like to have so many clothes on my body. It just I can't breathe, you know, when I have like to wear jackets and thick things, you know. I can't stand this. Beautiful Sonic song. Holy, the last second, by the way, the last second he did it. Can Ectelion turn this game around? I have my doubts about this, because there are Rohirrim and I don't know. Yeah, and you see, because you maybe grow up like this, you know. When my kids will also eventually like winter more, because that's how they grow up. That's gonna be their childhood anyway. They have no other choice. They will not see anything else. But I was growing up in Turkey in a place. I am telling you, I was living in Turkey until I was 12 years old, and in those 12 years, I've not seen snow one time. Not that it was also cold, of course, during winter time, but it was not snowing, you know. And then you are getting used to your things, because in Turkey you have a longer period of time in summer. So basically from end of April till end of October or November, you can go outside with a t-shirt. You know, it will be at least 20 degrees. You know what I mean? But I was living. It also depends on the location you are living. Hit him. Oh, that was close. Does he have... No, I thought that's Eoma for whatever reason. That's a huge army of men. Now they are on the hunt. They want to get those trolls. Oh, rangers, that's gonna hurt. Choo. That's gonna hurt. Now yeah, he's committing. He knows he has no way out. So best way is to deal damage in return. When you know you can't escape, just commit. The one is gonna be taken down. The other one is gonna actually escape. That's good. In the meantime, this one has been destroyed by the goblins. That's also decent. Lots of marauders to counter the Rohirrim. They're actually dealing a great amount of damage. I wish he had Scavenger, but he doesn't. If you had Scavenger, you could actually get some money killing those Rohirrim. But he has 10 power points after the Wildman, which is still on cooldown for the next 2 minutes, I would like to say. And again, the Wildman summon, what is it gonna do? When there are so many Rangers and so many Knights or Rohirrim. Rohirrim can one-shot them. Also, this last troll is going down. Money is looking really bad. Let's see if arrow volley. He went arrow volley, yeah. It was long shot, okay. That's what it was. Where did he use it from? I think it was a ranger dying in the last second. Trust me, he better host. Problem is with flying from GR. Am I though? I mean, we are not using Game Ranger. We are using Redman, but I don't normally have problems. Winter, summer. I mean, again, you see that's the thing, right? 8 billion people in the world. Everybody has a different opinion on that. It's cool to have different opinions. I mean, that's probably the expectations. I mean, not the expectations, the experience you have gathered during your lifetime. Problems with flying from Germany. There used to be a time in which it was difficult, but I've never experienced this myself. It's all about people wanting to earn more money, and they have like new rules. For example, if you don't know, when you want to fly from a location to another location, you book yourself a ticket online. you have 25 kilogram of weight you can get per person. So me, my wife, and my daughter, we had all 25 kilogram, right, from Zurich. So we basically had the chance to get 75 kilogram. And the problem was my wife was filling one of the packages full, you know. It was quite heavy. It was 30 kilogram, right? And then when you wanted to give our package to the woman, when you make the check-in and stuff like this, she told me she can't take this because it's too heavy. Even though we had the right to have 75 kilogram, but it was too heavy and people don't want to lift this anymore. Which kind of makes sense. I agree with this one, right? Because 30 kilogram, it's not easy to pick it up and throw it into the plane and stuff like this. So we had to take some weight out of this and put it into another one. Because people quitting their job, that's not a good job, I think, to... Oh, the Watcher, son. That was a beautiful Watcher from Ectelion. Dude, I like the animation, the earth shaking, so you just can't miss it. He killed all of it, by the way. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Finally. Look, we got to see this in less than 10 games. And that's all I want, you know, 10% chance of seeing Gandalf. 10% chance, man. Come on now. But guys, I cannot be the only one who likes Gandalf, can I? Cloud Break, Wombo, Combo. Stun, can't move, can't miss. Burn them all. You see, also the leveling up is taking way less time, so he immediately got level 3. Now he can already get mounted. Shadow effects available with level 3 apparently. He's gonna be still gray, and he needs to be level 5, I believe, right? Yeah. Gandalf the White requires level 5. Gandalf's magical abilities deal 170% damage and cooldowns are reduced by 20%. So Gandalf the White. Gandalf the White, Gandalf the Dead. And he's on the hunt. Boom. He doesn't hit hard. You can see he has no splash damage. He needs to hit them twice. Actually, 3 times he needs to hit a Spider Rider. But it's not about this melee damage, right? It's about this. Boom. Also doesn't hurt them. So you actually can't one-shot people when you are not white. Okay, but I agree with this. It's still not hard to level them up to level 4 or 5. And then with level 7 also you unlock the Eastery light. Nerf Gandalf.
You have my sword.
Improved Has, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. 170 is very specific, yeah. Why not 169, right? Why does no one buy upgrades? They do. Actually, one of the games, remember? One of the games they bought the Forge Blades on the Corsairs. But I think, like, that's a major difference between BFME 1 and Rise of the Witch King and BFME 2. The upgrades are so much more valuable in Battle for Middle-earth 1. Because the amount of power spike you get from a Forged Blades or Heavy Armor is immense in percentages. So for example, 1 unit with Forged Blade and Heavy Armor can easily beat 5 units without. So you get like a massive power spike. And I think the power spike here is also not too bad, but it's nothing in comparison with the power spike you get in BFME 1, you know? You get like a tiny bit stronger, but you still can't beat 2 units with 1 or 3 units with 1. Sonic Song has been used from Tom Bombadillo. That's good. We have now multiple things that can blast your units away. A Gandalf on his Shadow effects, and also a Tom Bombadil dancing around Rosie. Rohirrim committing to blast them. Maybe he can blast them now one more time, but he has nothing to blast. Spider Rider is strong to magic by default. Okay, he's saying that Spider Riders have, generally speaking, increased resistances versus the magic. I just like that. I mean, he doesn't need to be OP, right? That's not what. I mean, that would just be fun, but it wouldn't be balanced. But I think he should be usable at least. And for example, this dude can at least get mounted with level 3. You know, it makes him kind of usable, not useless.